Hey up and welcome back to Football Manager 2024, back with Yeovil Town, with the Journeyman, and as you can see, we have played a lot of games. Okay, so we last left off in the York and Crawley game, and we drew 1-1 with Crawley. From that game, we have had a crazy run. So, we started at Bromley, and 2 goals from Hamza Carbo and a goal from Ronald Benjamin gave us a 3-0 win. We then played Harrogate, and a penalty from Carbo and a Bianchi late goal gave us a 2-0 win. 2-0 win against Crew, 2 goals from Hamza Cargbo. Michael got 2 goals against Wimbledon to give us a 2-0 win. We then was 2-1 up against Carlisle and in the second half just completely threw it away, and a hat-trick from Silko Thomas resigned us to defeat. We then played Exeter and got a 1-1 draw, Jay Ben's goal being equalised by Nathaniel Ogbeta, and then a 0-0 against Northampton. As you can see, these games were all coming quick and fast, and after January, our squad wasn't the biggest. Adding injuries kind of wasn't great. Then played Stevenage, and a Cargo penalty and a Rafferty Cuthbertson's goal got us a 2-0 win. We followed that up with a 1-0 win with a Charlie Michael goal against Accrington Stanley. Then a 3-0 up at half-time via a Cargo penalty and 2 goals from Fitzgerald, and it was a bit squeaky bum at the end as Sutton got 2 back through from Connor Grant and Ryan Glazier. A 2-1 defeat to Wickham. We should have been home and dry in the first half. Story of our season. Second half, they brought it back. And yeah, to be fair, I'm going to show you this summed up how we were bare bones in regards to the squad. And then this goal sums up the way the game went and the way we were playing. So they have a corner, they whip it in, we head it up rather than out, it gets hit in. There's 15 deflections and it bounces off of Brown and goes in, and that resigned us to defeat. And then we've just drawn 1-1 with Colchester, a late guy, Finley O'Gorman put them 1-0 up, Bianchi got a late guy, an equaliser, and that was it. And that leaves us sat in 8th in the in Sky Bet League 2. Now, we have one game to go, and that is against Morecambe, who are down in 17th. They've had a big fall from grace. We're relying on, who have Wickham got? Wickham to beat Crawley, who have got nothing to play for because Stevenage and Harrogate are already down. And us to beat Morecambe to get playoffs. Now, I'm going to be honest. I do not want playoffs. We're not ready for promotion. I don't feel like we need to be in the playoffs. This season needs to just kind of finish so that we can look at next season. So, that is the game that we've got, and let's get into it. Alright, so here is your lineup for the game. We're going to go with Joe Rose in goal, Edwards, Mengi, O'Connor and Foster, O'Neill, Stonnell, Benjamin, Bianchi, Michael and Cargbo, a bench of Watson, Barrett, Ben, Brown, Fitzgerald, Beckham and Cuthbertson. I'm hoping that we can get Barrett, Ben and Beckham all onto the pitch, because I think definitely for Barrett, because he's agreed to go to another club. Ben's out of contract and we've got Casanova, and I think this might be the last game that Beckham could play for us. But there is your lineup. Let's get into this. Alright, throw in for Morecambe here. It's launched in, and now Graydon goes into Badu. Oh, it goes wide. It's going to be a corner ball. Stonnell's had to play because we've just had so many injuries. O'Neill was out for a while. At one point, it got so bad that Foster was having to play at centre back. Ball whipped into the back post. We just need the end of the season. we are struggling. There is a lot of legs running on empty. It's been a tough season for us, which sounds ridiculous when you're finishing just outside the playoffs. Mengi there just not covering himself in glory. Not really sure where Edwards was. Throwing again for Morecambe. Goes long. Gets headed back out to him. Bianchi gives... it just sums us up, really, that he's won the ball there. He's got room to run into, and he's just gone route one with it. It goes here to Carbo. Carbo does really well. Switches it to Benjamin, who's just not going to win the header. O'Connor does well. To Stonnell. To Mengi. To Stonnell. It's a stupid place to try and switch it. Morecambe have got us on the counter. Mengi's being cut inside. And all right, ball out here to Michael. Controls the ball down. Not really sure what happens there. I don't know. Why has Foster stopped running? Why is O'Connor? We are just... Mengi. Oh, my God. I think Mengi's going to get subbed off in a minute. He is having a nightmare. We're not having a good first half, but this is questionable. Carbo, big winner out from the corner. Throw in for Morecambe. O'Neill controls it, goes to Bianchi, to Stonnell, to Mengi. Mengi brings it forwards, goes to Edwards. Edwards to Bianchi, to Carbo. Well held up by Carbo. Foster to Michael, to Benjamin. We keep being touted as a Route 1 team as well, by the way. This doesn't seem like Route 1 football to me, if you ask me. Michael here. Pulls it back to Benjamin, to Carbo. What a save by the keeper. Barrett heads it down, and that is our final game of the season. And well, to be like, look, we've run out of steam. As I said, it's been a hard season because we were in that relegation dogfight till like what, November? And we were fighting so hard to not get relegated. And then we've turned it around and we've had really good form and it's pushed us up into a playoff position. And then the squad has just been depleted. And yeah, like it's just been too many games in too quick succession for some of these players. And you know, we were aiming for the 50-point mark, finished on 70. It's a fantastic season, and I'm not sad that we haven't qualified for the playoffs. Like, not in any way, shape, or form. O'Connor's tired. Yeah, of course he is. Like, it's the end of the season. If we just have a look at the medical centre. So yeah, Michael Winter twisted his ankle, got ruled out for a while. Robinson missed so much, has missed all of the season. If we just have a look at injury history. Is there a way to? I'll see. It goes by the injury. Oh no, let's go by date. So if we just have a look at. So yeah, if we look at the major players, so we lost Michael Winter at the start of April. Benjamin was out of a groin strain. Beachy got injured. Bianchi got injured. And like someone like, for example, Bianchi's 6 days. We probably played 3 games in that. O'Neill twisted his ankle on Beckham. So then it was like we hadn't that, you know. It's not been an appalling season for injuries. It's just a case of they all hit and missing a player for 2 to 3 weeks at the end of March. To be fair, it's going to look really bad because we had a break there. But you look at periods here. We're playing a game every 3 days in February, so there's slight disappointment there. But then I also look at it and go, not too fast. We're not ready. We're not ready for League One, and there's a lot that needs to be done over the summer. So McDonald's go up as champions on goal difference over Colchester, and Tranmere get promoted. Exeter, Leyton Orient, Cambridge, and Wimbledon will take on the playoffs. Stevenage, Harrogate will go down. Hamzid Carbo finished as top goal scorer in the league with 23 goals. It's just insanity. He should not be doing that in this league, especially when we're playing him like that as a deep lying forward. To be fair, mentally he's not bad. But yeah, well, as I said, we're going to do like a quick kind of overview of the squad. We'll do it on this screen. So appearances this season, let's remove unavailable. So appearances this season, Hamza Carbo made 47 appearances and 2 sub-appearances. Joe Rose made 47 appearances. O'Connor and Foster with 41 and 42, and then O'Neill with 40. Goals, Carbo with 27. Fitzgerald came in with 6. Robinson coming with 5. So did Michael, Bianchi, and then Beckham and Cuthbertson with 4. Assist-wise, 11 from Fitzgerald, 5 from Bianchi, 5 from Cargbo. That's a big problem. We know this, and we know it's a problem. Is that if Cargbo isn't on form, we don't have other goal scorers, and that's clear with Fitzgerald being the second top goal scorer with 6. So, and I feel like we need more assists from some of these other players. But I also think that with the way we now play and the short, intricate passing, it might not be assists from wingers. It might be more assists from the centre midfielders and the striker dropping in. So, yeah. Realistically, if we look at the squad, so goalkeepers, Rose is staying. Backup goalkeeper, I haven't come to a decision on. I don't know whether we go and sign an old boy to come in and just be positive around the place, or whether we go and sign, or we let Shabur come back in, but that'll come to it. Right back, we're looking at, right, let's just do defenders. Right-sided defenders, you're looking at, let's go by appearances. You're looking at Dan Edwards. I think he's had a really good season, averaging a 6.94 after making the jump up. I think he is a very good defender, and the fact that at some points he's had to cover at anchor as well. So the fact that he can play them 2 positions, I think I'm very happy with him. And then you've got Dante Casanova, who is very much in the same mould, can cover the both positions. Very happy with him as the backup right back. Or to be fair, we all know I like players to fight for the place. It physically worries me a little bit because he's not the paciest, but I'm happy with them there. At left back, Grant Foster. I think the QPR have been sniffing around, and I worry that we're gonna lose out to a Championship club that comes and looks at him and goes, "Do you know what? This guy's 20 years of age. He's captain to a team that were fighting a relegation battle and then pushed and mosseted. Technically, he's still got a long way to go, but I'm happy with him. The fact he can cover centre back as well, and he's 6'2", and physically he's surprisingly good as well. That 17 stamina is insane. But I'm happy with him, and then I'm pretty much looking at the backup being Irob Burberry, playing him as the left back. I don't know if he's a long-term left back for us or a long-term player for us. We paid 40 grand for him? Yeah, 45 grand. He might be someone we look to upgrade, but I feel like he's played better when I've played him as a left back than when I've played him as a right back. As centre back, going into next season, we've got Ewan O'Connor, because of course we do. He's another one that I think QPR have been sniffing around. They've turned up. I'd happily cash in on him, because I think there is. It doesn't look like it from here, but there is glaring. His marking is a glaring weakness. But yeah, I think if we can keep hold of him, he's fantastic, and he's a centre back that we can have for the lead us through the leagues. He's got 5-star potential still. So yeah, he's definitely there. Barrett, of course, is joining Galway. Sad to see him go. I would have kept him had I known that he'd been offered a contract. But I don't think he's impossible to replace. Mengi has been fantastic since he came in, and I feel like this is probably some of the best business I've done in this Yeovil save in regards to a first-team player that wasn't just a youngster that we took a chance on. I think he comes in, he's 25, he's got plenty of years. I think he can go, I reckon he could probably go to the Championship with us. And then past that, we don't have much cover. So it's going to be looking at covering centre-backs. Going into midfield, Glenn O'Neill, very happy with him. Rating isn't as good as he plays, and I don't care what anyone says. He's when you watch him, he's one of them players that when you watch him, he's really good. So yeah, he's here to stay. Fitzgerald signed a new contract. I'm really happy with him. I'm liking him in the midfield, in the centre midfield role. And yeah, I'm happy for him to keep fighting it out with Ronald Benjamin, who, again, been very happy with him. We need more goals and assists out of him, but we struggled this year at the start, so it took a while. Jordan Brown, I'm undecided on. I kind of think I should cash in, but I also think that he's been solid for us, so I think he might be someone that we keep around for the next year, kind of. If he kicks off that he's unhappy that he's not playing every week in, week out, then we'll come to it when we come to it. Michael Winter, I would love to get back on loan. I'm going to try to get him back on loan next season. I don't think he will. He was fantastic for us. He'd have his off games, but as a general rule, he was really good in that deep line playmaker role. So I want to keep him about. Remy Stonnell, I want him to go out on loan, but as a deep line playmaker on support, by his technique, but his passing and his first touch and his balance, he did a job when he came in. There was you could see the difference between him and Winter, but I was quite happy with him. And then yeah, there's no other midfielders there. If we then look at, we'll just do all of the wingers as one. Bianchi, at the start, I wasn't sure, and I thought I might have. It wasn't a case of I thought that we'd signed a dud kind of thing. I just didn't think he was ready for this kind of football. But as the season's gone on, he's performed a lot better. We're playing him as an inside forward. Probably not the best. Part of his problem is his lack of finishing and his lack of crossing. But other than that, I've been happy with him. I think there is a case to be made that we look at bringing in someone a bit better. Beckham, look, he's featured a lot this season, and a lot of it has been through necessity. But I think this is a step too far. 150 games for the club is insanity. But I think it's a step too far. I think we probably look at, not even so much cashing in, but we look at moving him on. And then we had Charlie Michael. I really liked him from Tottenham. They're a parent club. Probably look to try and get him again next season. Because I feel like he's done a good job for us. We'll see what happens. And Amit Kurt, he's done okay. Didn't set the world on fire. I'm probably not going to look at renewing. And then the main one is here, and we all know it, and that is striker Cargbo. 23 goals, 3 assists in the league in 42 games, 101 league goals in 129 games. He's gonna stay. He has to stay. He's been so good for us, and even if we get, if we get this team to the Premier League, I want him to be there, and I want him to get a Premier League goal. But we do need to look at a rotation option because he's played 42 games. There's games he just was ineffective. And then kind of backup was Rafferty Cuthbertson, who I really like. I really do like him, but he needs to go out on loan. He got 4 goals from 2 starts and 33 sub appearances. And I've got him to learn to play with his back to goal, to play as a deep line forward. And he lacks the physicality, which is funny because he's got 15 strength. Pre-season will be a big one for him. We'll see if we get any loans off it coming in for him, and if not, we'll watch it. And then the other striker is Ben Beachy, who he has just been a case of, I've watched him for years. I've had an eye on him for years, and when the opportunity came up, it was like, okay, well, now I need to go and get him. As an out-and-out goal scorer, he's fine. But then when you look at deep line, to be fair, it's his vision. Yeah, his vision, his teamwork. He is just an out-and-out goal scorer that you bring on late on. And he's a fringe player, so while he's happy to do that, he's fine. Cole Hudlin's contract expires. He's gone in the what's it. And, He came in and he did what we needed him to do when we had him. But that is going to be where we end the episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. All the support does mean the world to me. Also, there will be a extra video with the deep dive. I have been Justin, and you have had just enough.